And it has been a few healings that Jesus has done since he had healed that blind man. And now he is going to meet a few guys. A few of them, Andrew and Peter. These two men named Peter and Andrew were fishing, and they barely even caught a single fish. And where the spot where they were fishing was where the best spot to get the fish was. And, well, they were really shocked to find a guy just watching them without them even knowing what had even happened. Go on, cast your net in there. And they did. When they did that, they had a whole net of fish that they couldn't even pull it out because there was way too much fish on there. And so then Jesus said, "Come and follow me." And then 9 other men followed him with Peter and Andrew because of how good Jesus was. Jesus met with 5,000 people that were poor and they didn't have any food. So then this little boy gave fish and barley loaves. Jesus wanted all of them to get into groups, and so then he can multiply the bread and fish, so then they can have all of them, and all of them got fed. After Jesus gave 5,000 people bread and fish, Jesus was praying, and while Jesus was praying, his disciples went fishing, but then all of a sudden, they just hit a thunderstorm, and they were struggling on the ship. So then Jesus was walking on water, and then Jesus said, "Peter, come to me." Peter came to Jesus perfectly fine while walking on water, because Jesus had affected Peter to walk on water. And, well, Peter sunk as soon as he saw this big giant wave coming crashing at him. Peter sunk, and then Jesus grabbed him, and Jesus said, "You doubted," while pulling Peter back up. After Jesus was walking on water and fishing, Jesus went into Jerusalem and, well, found that his church got turned into a market. So he had a whip and he flipped tables. Like, he was mad. He said, "You turned my father's house into a market with arguing? You are disrespecting the Father." And now the Pharisees were plotting to kill Jesus after what Jesus did. They were planning to crucify him on a cross. So now Jesus and his disciples were reclining around a wooden table and eating bread and other types of food. And this was the last supper that Jesus ever had before he got crucified. Judas, one of Jesus' disciples, betrayed him. After the Last Supper, Jesus prayed before he got crucified on that cross and to forgive all of his disciples' sins. And then all of a sudden, Roman guards and with Judas came to capture him, and then 2 people whipped Jesus, insulted him, and smacked him. And then now, Jesus was put onto a cross in front of a few thousand people, I'd say. After 3 days on a Sunday, Jesus rose from the dead. Everybody was happy, like, they were surprised, like, shocked that they didn't know that Jesus has risen from the dead. risen from the dead. And they actually loved it. And that wraps up the story of Jesus Christ. So today we learned today you learned that the life of Jesus Christ and his disciples, and the true meaning behind Easter. Jesus Christ washed away your sins by going on that cross. And so now, which one do you respect more? Easter? Eggs and rabbits? Or the cross and the Bible? Write it down in the comments, guys. Happy Easter.